Hey everyone, welcome to week 10 of V134 release team meeting. I am Vyom and I'll be the host for today's meeting. Before we go any further, please note that this meeting is being recorded and would be posted to YouTube publicly. So if you don't want your video to be recorded, please feel free to turn off your cameras. Also, this meeting comes under the Kubernetes Odyssey and CF Code of Conduct, which basically boils down to being excellent to one another. And also, if you already haven't, please add yourself to the attendees list section. And with that, let's begin and with the open discussions. Is there anything anyone would like to discuss openly? If not, then let's move on to sub-team updates. Enhancements with Josh.
Hey everybody. Enhancements, current status is green. Important numbers here, I guess, would be coming up for the code freeze. So at the moment we've got 25 tracked for code freeze, KEPs, and 47 currently at risk for code freeze. The code freeze is coming up at the end of this week, depending on your time zone. For me, it'll be Friday or Thursday for US time zones. The code freeze party invites have been sent out. You're free to join. But otherwise, the team is continuing to monitor the KEPs that we currently have and moving them into tracked wherever possible and sending out reminders if they're still at risk.
Cool. Thank you for the updates, Josh. Are there any questions for announcements? If not, then let's move on to release signal with Prajot.
Hey team, current status is green right now. We had one issue, wind test, which was failing on master blocking, but we reported that and that is fixed now. We also sent out final reminders about the code freeze on all the issues and the PRs that are there. And there are 3 new PRs that came in today, and the team will be following up and on soon. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you for the updates, Prajot. Are there any questions for release signal? If not, then let's move on to docs with Eugene.
Okay. Hello everyone. I'm Yuren. And for Dux team, the Alpha Point 3 release no PR has been approved and merged, and the Beta 0.0 PR has been created. And we also create a weekly branch sync PR. And we also send the first round reminder to all the KP owner to make sure they know the deadline for the dark PR ready for review will be July 29. And we will also send the second round reminder this week. Yes, thanks.
Awesome. Thank you for the updates, Yuan. Are there any questions for the docs team? If not, then let's move on to comms. Is there anyone from the comms team in the call? I cannot see anyone. All right, I'll read out the updates for the comms team. The current status is yellow. They are tracking right now 19 feature blocks. They have opted in. And for the release highlights, discussion is open. They have received the feedback from 2.6. I also posted a message in the Chairs and Tech Leads channel reminding them about the release highlights deadline. The deadline is next week, 29th July. And the second round of reach outs is in progress. Many SIGs answered with no highlights. For the mid-cycle blog, the PR is open. If you are curious what the mid-cycle blog is going to look like, you can go into this PR, check the Netlify preview to see what the mid-cycle blog is going to look like. And if you have any suggestions or improvements for that, please add them as review comments in the PR, because the team is aiming to publish the release blog, mid-cycle blog, by 28th July. So please take a look and let the team know. And that's it from the comms team. Are there any questions for comms? If not, then let's move on to release branch management. Nothing to share unless there is a release cut. There isn't, so release branch management should be all right. Beta 0 was released last week, I believe, last week. Are there any questions for release branch management that anyone has? Alrighty, if not, then let's move on to our emeritus advisor. I believe Fred is not on the call today. I don't think there is any updates from Fred. One thing might be about the release retro, which I'll cover in my updates. Are there any questions for the emeritus advisor that I can put down and we can convey to Fred? If not, then I'll move on to my updates. So the major update from my side is the code freeze plus test freeze deadline is this week. This is quite an important milestone in the release and it affects all the teams. So please be on lookout for your team specific changes for this. Yeah, the time zone would vary according to where you live. I have the any time zone link in the 134 release timeline document, but I didn't copy here. I did a plain copy, but you can check that out to find the specific time in your time zone. Apart from that, we'll be starting with Monday and Friday burn down meetings from next week. This is quite important. So right now there are release meetings on Wednesday. From next week, there would be release meetings on Monday, both APAC and Americas or EMEA on Wednesday and on Friday. So there would be 6 meetings in a week and the team members would be required to put their updates down for each and every meeting. So just put your updates down on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you're not able to join all of them, it's fine. But make sure you put your updates down in the meeting agenda because that's really important. Apart from that, it's the docs deadline. PR ready for review, as mentioned by the docs team, which is on 29th July. And the release highlights deadline, as mentioned in the comms team updates, on 29 July as well. So 2 deadlines on 29 July, right after code freeze, just a day or two, except the weekend. Apart from that, this is another major item, the release retro part 1, which is the mid-cycle retro, is scheduled for today, right after the Americas EMEA meeting. It's visible in the release calendar, but you have also received invites on the email that you gave to your leads, which is visible in bit.ly/k134-contacts. So you can check the contact sheet to check your email. If you have anything about this release that you feel is really good, or you want to give shout out to your fellow teammates, please add that to the release retro doc. I'll just even copy the release retro doc link as well. Yep, it's there. So this is the release retro doc. Please add your feedback for this release, good, bad, ugly, to this doc so that we can discuss even if you're not there in the meeting. So this is really important task. This has tremendously helped us improve the release cycle, release team over many cycles. So can't highlight on this its importance enough. So please add anything you have to the release retro doc. And that's it. That's my updates. Any questions from anyone? Alrighty. If not, 6 scalability, which I don't believe anyone is from on the call. Their status is green because CI signal was green as well. And last week they were green. So 6 scalability should be fine. We are not walking the project board. And with that, we are at the end of our agenda. Is there anything anyone else would like to discuss before I stop the recording? If not, have a great rest of the day, everyone. And I'll stop the recording.